What if I told you that behind all the perfect Instagram posts and sweet family photos, one of Hollywood's most watched couples might be falling apart right before our eyes? The rumor mill is spinning faster than ever, and this time it's all about Hailey and Justin Bieber. New reports are claiming that their seemingly perfect marriage is actually crumbling behind closed doors, with Hailey allegedly playing the role of the stable parent while Justin spirals into what sources are calling erratic and unpredictable behavior. According to explosive new reports, Hailey Bieber is struggling to hold her family together while dealing with what insiders describe as Justin's increasingly difficult personality. Sources close to the couple are painting a picture of a marriage under serious strain, with Hailey carrying the weight of being the responsible parent to their 10-month-old son, Jack, while Justin apparently acts like what one insider brutally called a loose cannon. The allegations don't stop there. Multiple sources are claiming that Justin hasn't been this low in quite some time, leaving those around him genuinely concerned about his mental state and behavior. One particularly revealing quote from an insider suggests that Hailey is making room for Justin's unpredictable nature, essentially walking on eggshells around her own husband to keep the peace in their household. But here's where it gets even more intense. Reports suggest that Hailey is genuinely worried about Justin, especially with their young son in the picture. The pressure of new parenthood combined with Justin's alleged struggles is apparently creating a toxic environment that has Hailey questioning everything. Sources claim she's been the one holding everything together while Justin navigates what they describe as a particularly dark period in his life. The details emerging from these reports paint Justin as someone who's completely overwhelmed by the various pressures in his life. His friend group has apparently shifted dramatically, which anyone who's followed celebrity culture knows can be a major red flag. When celebrities start changing their inner circles frequently, it often signals deeper personal issues or instability that's affecting all their relationships. Fatherhood seems to be hitting Justin harder than anyone expected. While many assumed that becoming a dad would mature him and give him a new sense of purpose, sources suggest the opposite might be happening. The responsibility of caring for a young child while trying to maintain his music career and public image is reportedly taking a massive toll on his mental health and behavior. What's particularly concerning is how these alleged struggles are affecting Hailey specifically. Reports describe her as frustrated and exhausted from being the primary caregiver and stable force in their household. She's supposedly managing not just their son's needs, but also trying to manage Justin's moods and erratic behavior, essentially playing the role of both mother and counselor in their relationship. The music industry pressure isn't helping matters either. Justin has been trying to work on new music while dealing with personal issues, and sources suggest this combination is creating a perfect storm of stress and instability. The creative process can be incredibly demanding even under the best circumstances, but trying to produce quality work while struggling with personal demons is apparently pushing Justin to his breaking point. If you're finding this as shocking as I am, make sure to hit that subscribe button because there's so much more to unpack about this developing story. One of the most telling details from these reports is how Justin's support system seems to be changing. When someone's closest friendships start shifting during a difficult period, it can either be a sign that they are outgrowing toxic relationships or that their own behavior is driving people away. In Justin's case, sources aren't clear which scenario is playing out, but the timing coinciding with his alleged struggles certainly raises questions. The financial and career pressures that come with Justin's level of fame add another layer to these problems. Unlike regular couples who can walk through their issues privately, every aspect of the Bieber's relationship is scrutinized by millions of people worldwide. This constant attention can amplify normal relationship stress into something much more overwhelming and difficult to manage. Hailey's own career is also being affected by these alleged issues. As a successful model and businesswoman, she has her own professional obligations and goals. But reports suggest she's had to put many of her own ambitions on hold to focus on keeping her family stable. This kind of sacrifice can build resentment over time, especially when one partner feels like they are carrying an unfair burden. The couple's communication patterns seem to be another major issue. According to sources, Justin has become increasingly difficult to talk to and reason with, leaving Hailey feeling isolated and frustrated in her own marriage. When couples can't communicate effectively about their problems, Those issues tend to compound and create even bigger conflicts down the road. What makes this situation even more complex is the public nature of their relationship. Every social media post, public appearance, and interaction gets analyzed and interpreted by fans and critics alike. This means they can't just work through their problems quietly. They have to manage their public image while dealing with serious personal issues behind the scenes. The timing of these revelations is also significant. The couple has been married for several years now, and they are at a point where the initial honeymoon phase has definitely worn off. Add a new baby to the mix, and it's a recipe for relationship stress that many couples struggle with, even without the added pressure of fame and public scrutiny. Sources close to the situation emphasize that despite these serious challenges, divorce isn't currently being discussed by the couple. They apparently still have hope that they can walk through their issues, though it's unclear what specific steps they are taking to address the problems. Professional counseling, temporary separation, or other interventions haven't been mentioned in any of the reports. The impact on their son Jack is another concern that's reportedly weighing heavily on Hailey's mind. Children can sense tension and instability in their household, even at a very young age, and Hailey is apparently worried about how Justin's alleged erratic behavior might affect their child's development and sense of security. Industry insiders suggest that Justin's struggles might be related to deeper issues that have been building for years. The transition from teen pop star to adult artist to husband and father represents multiple major life changes happening in a relatively short period. Not everyone handles that kind of transformation smoothly, and it's possible that Justin is finally feeling the cumulative weight of all these changes. The pressure to maintain a perfect public image while dealing with private struggles creates a particularly difficult situation for celebrity couples. They can't just have a rough patch quietly. Everything gets magnified and analyzed, which can make normal relationship problems feel insurmountable and add stress that regular couples don't have to deal with. What's most striking about these reports is how they contradict the image the couple typically presents on social media. Their Instagram accounts show a happy family enjoying life together, but sources suggest this carefully curated image doesn't reflect their actual daily reality. This disconnect between public presentation and private truth is something many celebrity couples struggle with. The question now becomes whether Justin and Hailey can address these alleged issues before they cause permanent damage to their relationship. Celebrity marriages face unique challenges that require specialized approaches and support systems. Without the right help and commitment from both partners, even couples who love each other can find themselves unable to overcome the obstacles fame creates. Before we wrap up, if you want to stay updated on all the latest developments in this story, make sure you're subscribed because this situation is evolving rapidly and there's definitely more to come. As this story continues to develop, fans and observers will be watching closely for any signs of how the couple is handling these reported challenges. Whether they emerge stronger from this difficult period or whether the pressure finally becomes too much remains to be seen. What's certain is that their situation highlights the complex reality behind celebrity relationships that often look perfect from the outside. The coming months will likely reveal more about the true state of their marriage and whether the sources quoted in these reports are accurate in their assessments. Until then, we can only speculate about what's really happening behind the scenes of one of Hollywood's most watched young couples.